Ever wondered why that pizza or donut tastes so incredibly good after a week of clean eating? It's not just about the flavor. Cheat meals are all about psychology. But why do we crave them so intensely, sometimes to the point where it feels like an obsession? In this video, we're going to dive deep into the science behind cheat meals. We'll explore exactly what happens in your brain and body when you indulge, and we'll tackle the big question: do cheat meals actually help or hurt your long-term fitness goals? Stick around, because the answers might surprise you. So, let's get into the science of cravings. When you eat a high-fat, high-sugar meal, your brain releases a powerful neurotransmitter called dopamine. This is the same chemical associated with pleasure and reward. It's your brain saying, "Yes, do that again." This system is deeply rooted in our evolutionary past. For our ancestors, finding calorie-dense foods was crucial for survival. Craving these foods meant a higher chance of storing energy and making it through times of scarcity. Our brains are basically hardwired to seek out these high-reward foods. The problem is, in the modern world, we're surrounded by hyper-palatable processed foods. These foods are scientifically engineered to be irresistible, amplifying our natural cravings far beyond what our ancestors ever experienced. They hijack our ancient survival instincts, making a simple craving feel like an overwhelming urge. It's not a lack of willpower. It's our biology working exactly as it was designed to, but in a very different environment. Now, let's take a closer look at what's happening inside your brain during a cheat meal. The moment you take that first bite of your favorite burger, your brain gets a massive dopamine surge. This creates an intense feeling of pleasure and reinforces the behavior, making you want to repeat it. But dopamine isn't the only player. We also have hormones like ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is often called the hunger hormone. Its levels rise when you're in a calorie deficit, signaling your brain that it's time to eat. Leptin, on the other hand, is the satiety hormone, which tells your brain when you're full. During a diet, leptin levels can drop, making you feel hungrier. A cheat meal can temporarily boost leptin, which might help reset your appetite signals for a few days. Then there's serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter. Carbohydrate-rich foods, a staple of many cheat meals, can increase serotonin production in the brain, leading to a mood boost and a sense of calm and well-being. So, a cheat meal is a complex neurochemical cocktail that delivers pleasure, satisfies hormonal signals, and improves your mood all at once. This brings us to the great fitness debate. Are cheat meals good or bad for you? Let's start with the pros. From a psychological standpoint, having a planned indulgence can be a huge relief. It breaks up the monotony of a strict diet, which can reduce stress and prevent feelings of deprivation that often lead to uncontrolled binging. Knowing you have a cheat meal to look forward to can make it much easier to stick to your diet the rest of the time. Some argue it can also provide a metabolic boost by increasing those leptin levels we just talked about. However, there are significant cons. For some people, a cheat meal can be a slippery slope. One meal turns into a cheat day, which turns into a cheat weekend, completely derailing their progress. It can trigger overeating and reinforce the idea that certain foods are bad, which can lead to an unhealthy relationship with food. Research on this topic shows mixed results. The outcome really depends on the individual, as well as the frequency and portion size of the cheat meal. For some, it's a sustainable strategy. For others, it's a trap. Let's break down the timeline of what happens to your body after you eat that cheat meal. Within the first hour, you're riding high. The dopamine spike gives you that rush of pleasure, and your blood sugar levels start to rise rapidly as your body digests the simple carbs and sugars. It feels great. Over the next 2 to 3 hours, your body goes into overdrive to manage the influx of calories. Your pancreas releases a large amount of insulin to shuttle the sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy or storage. This is when the satiety signals from hormones like leptin finally kick in, and you start to feel full, maybe even uncomfortably stuffed. Then, around the 4-hour mark and beyond, the aftermath begins. For some, the sharp insulin spike can lead to a subsequent blood sugar crash, causing fatigue, brain fog, and a sudden drop in energy. This is often when cravings for more sugary foods can return, creating a vicious cycle. You might also start to experience feelings of guilt or regret, especially if you feel you overdid it. So, what does the future hold for cheat meals? Technology is already starting to change the game. Imagine AI-driven diet personalization that can analyze your day-to-year sleep, stress levels, and activity to predict when you're most likely to have a craving and suggest a healthier alternative before it even hits. We're also seeing the rise of smart cheat meals. These are healthier indulgences, like high-protein ice cream or low-carb pizza, that are engineered to satisfy the psychological need for a treat without the massive calorie load or negative metabolic consequences. Food science is getting better at mimicking the taste and texture of our favorite junk foods using healthier ingredients. The goal is to evolve the cheat meal from a potential trap into a strategic tool. Instead of being an all-or-nothing event, it could become a precisely calibrated part of a healthy lifestyle, giving you the mental break you need without sabotaging your physical progress. The future is all about working with our psychology, not against it. To wrap it all up, cheat meals are far more complex than just a simple indulgence. They tap into our deepest survival instincts, trigger a powerful cascade of hormones and neurotransmitters in our brains, and create a very real psychological experience. They're not just about food, they're about reward, motivation, and our ancient evolutionary wiring. Whether they help or hurt really comes down to the individual and the strategy. So now I want to hear from you. Do cheat meals help you stay on track with your fitness journey, or do you find they sabotage your progress? Share your experience and your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of health and fitness.